Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to do a random forest in Python, and as well what we'll do is that we'll try to rank our features in terms of importance and we will visualize them. So the first thing that we need to do is to import some libraries, and I'm going to do that as a comment. So import stats models.api as sm, import pandas as pd, import seaborn as sns, import, or better yet, from scikit-learn .ensemble, we want to import our random forest classifier. Here we go. Let's select all four and run. So we do F9, and then we need to import our dataset. So import dataset, and for that we're going to use the first library that we have imported, the stats models. So dataset equals, we're going to use sm dot, we go to datasets, which is our module, and then use the function get underscore r dataset. Overall, R is far more abundant in terms of data sets. That's why it's so great to have this function over here. The name of the data set is PAM7. And then we need to include the package. So package equals, and then it's DAAG. And then we just do dot data. So let's select it and run. So F9 over here. And let's have a look to our data set, so 7 variables. So over here we have the variable names. Let's have a more detailed look very quickly at all of them. And this is all the documentation. So the first one is total length of words. We have total of occurrences of the $ symbol. We have the number of occurrences of the exclamation mark. We have the number of occurrences of the word money, number of occurrences of the string 000, and we have as well number of occurrences of the word make, and then we have an outcome variable, so a factor with yes or no. I think it all makes sense. It does seem that we are only going to find emails from a Nigerian prince, but let's have a look. Back to Spider. The first thing that we need to do is to split the data set into X and Y. So Y equals, we go to our data set, we do .ilog, and I know that we want all the observations and then a comma, and that my dependent variable is in the very last column, as we can see over here, this yes, no. And then we do X equals, we go to our data set, we do also ilog, square brackets, all the observations, and we want up until the last one, so colon and then -1. And when we do this, the last, or the one most on the right, it is excluded. So let's do F9 to run. Here we go. We have our X and our Y over here. Next step is to create a classifier. And I'm missing here the hashtag. And how to do this? So we're going to call it model. We do equals, then random forest classifier. And over here, what can we do? So let me do Control I to ask for help. And the first thing is the number of estimators. So n underscore estimators. Let's do 100 like it is the default. Then we can do criterion. I like to do criterion equals, and the one that I like is entropy. And then way down below, I think it's over here, it's random state. And this is so that I think you end up with a similar result to me. So random underscore state equals 0. So let's do F9 to run our model. And now we need to fit our model to our dataset. So we write model.fit, open parentheses, and we include our X and then our Y. Now let's do F9 to run. Here we go. Now that we have run it, there's no output, but we can have a look at the feature importance. And for that, we're going to create this importance, which is what we're going to call this object. We go to pandas because we're going to create a series with it. So PD series, and then so the first one will be model dot feature importance, so underscore importances, then underscore comma, and then we state the index. So index equals to our x, and then it's the names. And now we include the names is columns, and then dot values. And it should be a small c over here. And then the last thing that I want to do is to already sort the values. And then we do ascending and then equals false. So let me increase the size over here. And if I select all of this and I do F9, if I look to my importance over here, it is here, so a series with 6, and now it's time to plot, and it's super simple. Now we use the Seaborn library, so SNS dot bar plot, and then we have the X, which equals our importance, and then we have our Y, and it's an X over here instead of a C, Y equals, and it's again our importance, but now it's dot index. So here we go. Let me do F9 to run, and let me correct my horrible spelling again. So bar plot, and now F9. And here we go. So in the plots we see, so it's really about the number of exclamation marks, and then the number of words, and then the number of $signs. This is how you distinguish whether an email is a spam, or at least these are the characteristics that our model define as the most relevant to understand whether an email is spam or not. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please put a thumbs up, and as well subscribe to the channel. I'm very much looking forward to seeing you in another video, and until then, have fun.